This goes out to Kevin. Kevin reminded me, don't forget the perspective skit. So this is Royce to 5'9", Eminem perspective skit. I'm just doing the lyrics, so hopefully I don't get blocked or anything. Let's go.
But you got people of all races, like, coming together and helping shape this from the ground up. So now you got little white kids growing up with black idols, and you got black kids growing up with white idols. You got, it's just this whole mixing pot. Nothing has brought more races and more people from all different walks of life together than hip-hop. No music has done that. I don't think anything has done that as much as hip-hop has. So, in the same token, I can understand the frustration being that, you know, damn near every form of music, period, was created by black people. So, you got Chuck Berry, you got Rosetta Tharpe, and rock and roll is starting to get some attention, but then along comes Elvis. And people are acting like, oh my God, I've never seen this before. You've seen it before, but you might not have seen a white person do it to this level. So now, he sells the most records and people are calling him the king of rock and roll, right? But on the flip side of the coin, if I'm a black kid growing up in, let's say, the 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, right? And I'm looking on TV and nobody looks like me and it's very stereotypical, and I'm looking at toys and everything is white. The fucking action figures are all white. The fucking superheroes are all white. Like, maybe there's one or two black superheroes mixed in there with mostly white. I don't know how I grow up and not have a chip on my shoulder. On the other flip side of that coin, we don't get to choose our parents. We don't get to choose what color we're born. It's more about, at that point it becomes, you're born, here you are, you're what color you are, you're what nationality you are, and then it's what you do with it, right? To make a difference. To make a difference.
That was very, very interesting. I don't remember it being that long, because I've listened to that before. I have The Allegory by Royce to 5'9". I mean, nobody can say that Eminem is not a deep thinker. You know, people like to think that he's just crass and he's this and he's that. He wouldn't have gotten as far as he has if he did not think the way that he does. And I'm not going to pretend that I know how he thinks, because I do not. But I love that he put so much of what a lot of people feel is true into this. So thank you, Kevin. People do feel like nobody does have a choice what color they're born. And a lot of people do feel, and it is true, that hip-hop has brought, and it is the forefront of music. And so many people love it, you know, and it is my understanding that it does come from the black culture, that not just hip-hop, but a lot of different forms of music, you know. And Elvis was, now I learned, definitely one of the very few artists that gave back to that community and gave back to show, hey, this is where it came from, and this is where I learned. And there was a respect and reciprocation there. So this is what I love, is to see this kind of storytelling go down and be passed down. Hopefully this will not be lost ever, and I don't think it will. Okay, let's go.